There we are. Look at that. That was a fast weekend, right? Wow. Really, Captain James T. Kirk from Wrath of Khan hair. That's the one I'm sporting today. Gone. Gone. You're gonna have to come down and get me, Khan. You're gonna have to come down. Yeah, it might be a little John Sahag time, as they say. How's everyone doing? Have a great weekend, I hope. There it is. Yes. Yeah, look, see? I just need the pointy sideburns. Yes. Spock. Should be back there. Yeah, great little weekend. Had fun. I hope you saw the 18 rebroadcasts of Red Eye that I was on. That was nice. That was great. But, yeah, a lot of fun over there. Tom Shalhoub and crew. Then not much going on. Well, I pretty much hung out. Pretty dull. But sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes that's good. A lot of movies, dumb movies, and TV shows. I was a little annoyed, and people tell me I shouldn't really even get into these dumb list things. I hate a list. I hate a fucking, we gotta talk about a list. But here's a list. 10 best TV shows. I guess they did like the 100 best TV shows or something. But we, didn't want to run through 100 TV shows. So these were the 10 shows ranked by the Hollywood Reporter. They interviewed more than 2,800 people in the entertainment industry. That's very important. To determine the best TV shows of all time. Of all time! So blow it out there. Let's see. 10 was The Simpsons, coming in at number 10. 9, Mad Men, very popular show, but you got to think of all time. It's hard to say if Mad Men has that longevity that some of these other shows have. Like number 8, I Love Lucy. Of course, I Love Lucy, still funny today. And that show was made in, I think, the 1830s, or something like that. Number 7, Saturday Night Live. That's...
Should have been higher on the list.
Oh, of course, Rat. Of course, Rat. There is the original cast. Well, not even the original cast, because that's no Chevy. And Bill Murray's in there. So that's like after they got rid of Chevy Chase. Yeah, they've been through some seasons that really stunk. Rat, you got to admit that SNL is not being consistently funny for, what has it been on? I think 85 years?
25 years.
Close.
45.
Had the 5 right. Had the 5 right. Yeah, it's more than 25 years.
What did they do? The SNL 40, that's what they did.
Yeah, so 40 years of laugh riot, hysterical funny.
I'm not convinced that was ever the case. I think that you only remember the good parts, but you remember more of them.
Such is life, Rat, by the way. And when you start having good parts, which means sex with women, perhaps you too will understand that whole thing. Number 6, The Sopranos. Now, this is what you call a groundbreaking television, groundbreaking TV. And it deserves to be higher on the list. And I'll tell you why. Not only an amazingly written and acted show that was very entertaining throughout, but it really did change the way people watched television. This was one of the first real shows that said, fuck you to the networks. We don't need you anymore. And we're gonna put on a very popular, very highly acclaimed and high-rated program without NBC, CBS, ABC, or Fox. And that I think needs to be further up on the list. Number 5, Seinfeld. Look, I may be a little biased because I goddamn love Seinfeld. But 5, especially with a couple of these other shows that are on the list higher than 5, I don't know. 4, Game of Thrones. Yeah, I like Game of Thrones a lot. I don't know. Should it be 4? Should it not be? I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on where this is placed. It's pretty cutting edge, the show. Again, longevity-wise, I don't know. It came out in 2011. So who knows? In 20 years from now, are people going to be watching it? And is it still going to be relevant? That's kind of the one of the benchmarks of a really good show of all time. If you're going to put the of all time moniker in here, you really have to, it's got to have longevity. The X-Files, number 3. I don't think so. And I liked the X-Files a lot, but I don't know. Just another show from the 90s, really, that was successful. Does it hold up now? I don't know. It's not even really on much in syndication, or I haven't seen it around. Maybe Sci-Fi Channel. But yeah, I'm not sure if it belongs at 3. 2, Breaking Bad. I would put Breaking Bad within the top 5 like that. That was a great show. Another one of these very cutting-edge shows that show that you can have a very, very popular show that doesn't need to be connected to a big network. People liked it. It was that must-see viewing, as they say. And number 1, and this is the biggest abomination of all, Friends. Friends was number 1, the greatest show ever in the history of TV. When you have, the Honeymooners were on TV. Remember that? And nowhere in the top 10. I mean, Hello, Larry. Hello, Larry was on. Supertrain was on, and nothing. Greatest American Hero. Where's that? All right, I tease, but Friends. Friends, number 1, I just don't get it. I do not get it. But hey, industry people decided that was the big show. The Wire ranked lower than Big Bang Theory in this top 100 list, which is amazing. The list ended up as a smattering of new shows and old, with everything from South Park to Dick Van Dyke. Desperate Housewives snuck in at number 100. Ridiculous. So I don't know. Again, these lists are sometimes I think they're troll lists. I think they're just going to troll people. So they put these shitty shows. They put one at number 1, and then everybody talks about the list. If the list was perfect and everybody went, yeah, I agree with that, no one would even mention it. But since Friends is number 1, it even compelled me, an anti-list guy, to talk about it. And I guess we can segue right into the old Emmy Awards that were last night. A little entertainment segment. Yada da 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 ba da ba ba ba. Yada da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. Emmy Awards 2015. Well, first we'll talk about Seth. What's his name?
Andy Samberg.
Oh, Andy Samberg.
Not
Seth Meyers. They're all interchangeable. All those hipstery fucking SNL, all the little Brat Pack guys of that humor that I don't know what it is. It's just like that Garfunkel and Oates stuff. The girls with ukuleles, guys with beards. I don't know. I don't get it. I think Andy Samberg, I don't think he did well. I don't know. I remember getting yelled at by the wonderful, lovely Fox Business News Kennedy for tweeting my displeasure with the VMAs, the MTV VMAs. And Kennedy said, hey, those VMAs, they're not even made for you. Why are you even tweeting about it? They're not made for you. These are for fucking kids. And I understood. And I'm like, you know what? She's abso-fucking-lutely right. But you can't pull that shit with the Emmys. It's the Emmys. And I thought he sucked. I'm sorry. I didn't find it funny. The audience wasn't taken with the host. And it was amongst the most boring award shows I've ever seen. Last night's Emmy Awards. Just dull. Just rattling off award after award of like no one gives a shit. I don't know what happened to the Emmys. But I'm going to give my little theory on it, whether you like it or not. Years ago, in the days of old, when knights were bold and condoms weren't invented, they'd wrap a sock around their cock, and that's how babies were prevented. No, in the in the days of old, milk, lemonade. Well, you know the rest. There was a community of people, Americans, watching these programs. There weren't many of them, weren't many channels. 2, 4, 5, 7, 8 from Connecticut here in New York, 9, 10 was a fuzzy 11, and 13, public broadcasting. So when there was a TV show on that was got any kind of popularity, and even ones that didn't get popularity, a lot of people watched it. They'd pull in huge shares because there was no other options out there. So we had this odd vested interest in some of these shows. We would watch the programs for the season. No DVRing. You had to be there and actually watch the show when it was on in order to talk to your friends about it the next day. Or you didn't see it for months, if at all. You might see it in reruns if they decided to rerun it. But that gave us this weird, like I said, vested interest in the program. So the Emmys come on, and you're rooting for certain people and TV shows, and it put you in it a little more. It gave you a little more interest in the show. Now, we are looking at not only TV networks and cable outlets, but now literally the internet. We're looking at Amazon, Netflix. There are original programming, Hulu, wherever. So with that, the cable outlets and the floundering networks, we really don't care because most of the shows people just haven't seen. Even if you're a fan of one or two, you haven't seen all these goddamn things. And even the talk shows, I was amazed at how many, when you count them up, that's a lot. Years ago, it was, Carson, Letterman. Did I mention Carson? I think that was pretty much it. And, now it's 10 fucking talk shows, late night talk shows that they're giving awards to. And quite frankly, I haven't seen 90% of them.
That's what the opening song was about.
It certainly was. That grand opening number. Yes. I saw that. Who hosted? Will Forte?
Yeah, I think that's what his name was.
They're all the same guy. It's all the same. So I'm looking at this, and I'm seeing, AMC, PBS, HBO, Showtime, Netflix, FX. There it is. There's an ABC and NBC. But, I mean, for the most part, it's all cable outlets, so I haven't seen a lot of them. Even shows I like. Louis. I loved Louis. It's very hard to even know when anything's on anymore. If you DVR'd it or you're watching it live or, whatever. Transparent was a big one last night, and that's on Amazon. Don't you buy fucking socks from Amazon? Isn't that what Amazon's for? You get on there and you buy fucking a drone or socks or something? Now there's TV shows coming out of it, too. It's amazing to me. Everybody's got a TV show. Apparently. Very happy that Amy Schumer took one in. I was watching and going like, uh-oh. Seems like she's going to be shut out like Louis C.K. was. But she won for what? Comedy? No, comedy series was a Veep. That one. Let's see. What did she win? Outstanding lead actor in no, that was Jeffrey Tambor. Outstanding lead actress in a comedy series, Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Outstanding? No. Supporting? No. What did she win? Lead act. Hey, what did Amy win?
Outstanding variety sketch series.
Oh. Well, congratulations, Amy. I didn't know what the hell she won. Bill Murray won, but he wasn't even there. That is so cool. He's just like, I don't I don't need to be there. Yes, Colin Quinn said he's so proud of Amy Schumer winning the Emmy. If I had even a little or a lot to do with it, I'm honored. And then hashtag we did it. Colin is just a coattail riding douchebag. Oh, that's the call. He's great. I guess his New York City stories, that's opened up again. I want to go see that again, Colin. He's great. Yeah, so she won, and it's very odd. I mean, obviously, I don't hang out with Amy Schumer. We're not buddy pals or anything. But you see that, and then you see like Kurt Metzger's on stage at the Emmys. It was kind of a weird thing. You know, you're like, hey, I know that guy. Hey, that guy's doing much better than me. Hey, that looks like success up there. It really does. But it was cool watching that. Amy was very funny, giving her speech. It's kind of that first time ever, awkward, and you could kind of feel around that she was very taken with the moment, as well she should be. And then I guess Kurt Metzger tweeted a picture of him holding the Emmy. Do you have that one? He's holding the Emmy and smoking something out of a vape pen, which I can only imagine was some form of illegal drug. Although, where was that? L.A., right? So it's probably legal there. They have that pharmaceutical shit out there. There he is. There's Kurt holding up his Emmy, smoking a vape. That's a little different than we saw years ago when perhaps, I don't know, Rod Serling winning an award, got up there, and although he smoked a cigarette. Rod Serling smoked right up until he died of cancer. Amazing. A demon has gotten my lungs. Very terrible. Yeah, but that's what it is. So you don't really have that vested interest, that feeling like you're part of a community that watches something like we used to do. And some shows now do have that, and I will give it to Breaking Bad. That was one of those shows that I'm not sure if it's just people were so interested in watching it and talking about it, or they didn't want their friends spoiling it for them. So you felt like you had to watch it that night, or else you were going to get spoiled on. Lost was another one. Everyone having their little Lost parties, and people liked watching that in a community. You liked talking about it. But we're seeing a lot of that kind of go to the wayside. Even now, there aren't many shows that people watch at the same time. And this is kind of a new thing. This is kind of a new thing as far as real independent watching of these shows. And I think it showed in the Emmys last night that most people, they just kept rattling off like, what was it? Limited series, that was like the whole show. The whole show is a limited series of a lot of good stuff out there. The Newsroom, Veep, Ray Donovan, House of Cards, a lot of great stuff out there. A little too much because, again, you know, we don't watch all these as a community anymore. Transparent, of course, was a winner.
Where's your green ribbon?
My green ribbon, yeah. Is that trans now?
Trans awareness, I believe.
A green ribbon is trans. That's interesting. Why'd they pick that color?
Oh, actually, you are wearing it. It's just keying out.
Yes, it's keying out right now. I'm wearing one around my head. It's wonderful. Who decided green? Doesn't make sense. Although, what would make sense?
Wait a second. It's actually not for that. It's for climate action.
What?
What?
See, that makes sense. Green Earth thing like that. But that's for climate change thing?
According to E! Online, yeah.
I don't know. What is the Earth identifying as? A woman? Small ribbon. Have the hashtag demand climate action. How many causes can you fucking get behind on these award shows? Wasn't Jeffrey Tambor just the hey now guy? Hey now. Now he's like an activist. He's up there crying about trannies. He's crying about trannies. Jeffrey Tambor, winner for Transparent Outstanding Lead Actor in a Comedy Series. And he got up there and really emoted about the trans community. I don't know. They're up there talking about the challenges and then I guess an African American woman was the first time that an African American woman won lead actress in a dramatic series. Isn't that odd? Because if you ask me, they're all drama queens out there on the street, in the store, at Chuck E. Cheese. All drama queens, but never won an award for it. Viola Davis becomes first black woman to win lead actress in a drama series. She gave a I guess, inspirational, is that what it's called? Inspirational speech when she came up about, she quoted Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman about how, there's a line between the attractive white women and black women, and no matter what they do, they can't cross that line. And there she is, coming up. How many more hurdles? How many more hurdles for black people? All right. Woo! Yeah, girl. John Stamos was like, what the fuck? I can't see.
I see a line.
Of Coke,
and over that line, I see green fields and lovely flowers.
I see trees.
White women.
Blue
their
skies.
arms stretched out to me over that line. But I can't seem to get there no how. I can't seem to get over that line.
That was Hillary Clinton at one of her speeches down south.
Tubman in the 1800s.
And she puts on that fake black accent.
And let me tell you something.
Her black scent.
The only thing that separates women of color from anyone else is opportunity.
Claire Danes. Is that Claire Danes? I think it was.
You cannot win an Emmy for roles that are simply not there.
Can't make a sandwich with rolls that aren't there either.
So here's...
Well, I'll take a hero.
To all the writers, the awesome people that are Ben Sherwood, Paul Lee, Peter Nowak,
Stumpy
Shonda
Peeps,
Rhimes,
Peter James Bond.
People who
Russ McLaughlin.
redefine what it means to
The
be
guys that were in
beautiful,
Spinal
to be
Tap.
sexy, to be a leading woman, to be black. And to the Taraji P. Hensons, the Kerry Washingtons.
How many Kerry Washingtons are there in that room? To the Kerry Washingtons out there.
To Gabrielle Union, thank you for taking us over that line. Thank you for the Television Academy.
Well, it's a kind of a mark in history there. First dramatic woman role won by a black woman. There you go. Check that off the list. How many more checks do we need before we're square? How many before we're squared up? Well, good for her. I don't know. I think these moments are getting a little... just personally speaking, I just think, I mean, the guy watching at home at the White House is a black dude, so that kind of, oh, I got crossed that line. Oh, really? You acted and they gave you a statue. Is a black guy in the White House. So I think we're squared up pretty good, but people argue about that anyway. I didn't see much racism in the Emmys last night. It seemed to be a very widespread, diverse crowd of people appreciating everything from LGBT, LMNOP to African Americans, women, a lot of causes, a lot of things, and that's all fine and dandy. The one thing we won't tolerate, though, on those award shows is anything Republican or Donald Trump. That was really kind of the go-to thing. You could really just rail like white guys, Christianity, and Donald Trump. Fair game. So that was in the monologue, I guess. Did that guy call Donald Trump a racist? I think he did. I think in his opening monologue, Will Forte, huh? Bill Hader, that's who hosted it. Bill Hader. Did he say anything? Yeah, I bet he did. All right, I guess that's it about the stupid Emmys. It was really dull, really dull. what show just kept winning and winning, and I never even fucking heard of it. I never heard of the goddamn show. I like House of Cards. That's a good one. Orange is the New Black did good. I'm saying it was winning and winning and winning, and now I can't even find it up there. The woman from Fargo is in it. I know that one. Sundance Channel. Yeah, right. Whatever. That American Horror Story looks pretty good. I saw that the first season and then just decided, fuck it. And that's what happens, too, with a lot of these shows. You get tied up in another one, and then you cast that other one away. I'm waiting for Fargo, the series, to come back. Second season. That should be fun. Supposedly, rumor has it, the great Brian Regan is supposed to be coming in. I think he was doing HuffPo. I think it was on HuffPo before this, so making his way over. It is getting a little zany here in New York City as we eagerly await the arrival of the Pope. Yes, the Pope is coming to our fair city. As if the UN General Assembly isn't enough to fucking completely destroy any chance of getting around the city, drop in one Pope to the whole equation and completely screw your chances of getting anywhere in New York City. It's okay. Not many people work here. It's pretty empty from the looks of it. And people don't have to actually get to work and leave work and things like that. So the Pope and the UN here, it's a catastrophe. I will be taking the train on a daily basis. And I did notice today, and I noticed Rat actually pointed out also that Penn Station, wow, looks like a war zone, doesn't it? Just state troopers, NYPD, and the military are all down there, all with their weaponry and, I don't know, waiting for something bad to happen when the Pope is here. I don't get the whole fanfare for the Pope showing up, more so than anyone else. Like, any other leader comes to the United States, and they often do during that UN assembly time. And it's no big deal. I mean, Netanyahu, he comes over, he speaks, does that, and it's not like this big a deal. But the Pope, everyone puts this, holier than thou thing. Whoops, he is. I forgot he is holier than thou. They give him this whole thing. And I don't know, the fact that it's completely based on religion is a little odd to me, that everyone goes like, oh, because religion, especially Christianity, it's just shat upon on a daily basis with impunity. You're able to really shit on Catholicism and Christianity, or what have you, the pedophile stuff, and that way, and it's warranted. I'm not saying it's not. But we're able to do that, and then the head muckety-muck of the whole organization comes over, and we freak out, like, oh, join us as we welcome the Pope, the Pontiff, the papal visit. A lot of P's, the news people spitting out there. But the papal visit, and it's all this, we're gonna speak in low tones and talk about how great it is. I guess you went over to Cuba. Cuba! I'm going to Cuba. Havana, Ricky Ricardo. And then Ricky he'd put his hat on sideways. My horse and carriage is for hire, senora. For just as long as you desire, senorita, we're gonna ride, forget the mañana, and come to Havana with me. Number 8 on the list. I Love Lucy. Number fucking 8. But, the Pope went to Cuba and visited, gave a speech. He visited with Fidel Castro, and his bro. But Fidel, they took a picture of him. Fidel looking a little nuts these days, but he's in retirement. Still alive, though. Pretty amazing. Everybody that he battled with and against back in the day is long gone. Just dead and buried. And there's Fidel shaking hands with the fucking Pope in 2015. Who'd have thunk that? So we're waiting. I guess the Pope arrives in Philadelphia tomorrow, I gather. And then he comes to New York on Thursday. He gave a little message in English to the people of Philly, but then nothing for America. Do you have that video clip? Find the video clip of the Pope talking about his visit to the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. You got it right. Hey, right. But I watched Fast Times at Ridgemont High again. I figured I needed it. And that whole rat, hey, would you get that shirt out of the hamper? Fucking great lines by Damone. Rat, anything? No? It's the internet. It's very hard to find things on it. You got to put keywords in a search, hit enter, and then it pops up. Oof, what a chore. Almost as hard as getting an ID to vote for. Apparently, to vote with. That's apparently a big thing. I don't know how I got dragged into that conversation on the way here. I'm on the train. I'm trying to, and then people just start talking about voter ID and the fact that it's voter suppression. It's like making people present an identification before they vote is somehow suppressing people from voting. Well, they're suppressing you from driving, suppressing you from buying a gun, which is your Second Amendment right. What's the big deal? Oh, here he is. All right, start from the beginning. It's very short anyway. Oh.
When
an unprecedented event.
I look forward to greeting the pilgrims and the people of Philadelphia.
Pilgrims, they're long
when
gone.
I come for the World Meeting for Families. I will be there because you will be there. See you in Philadelphia.
I'll see you in Philadelphia, Pope. I'm coming for you, Pope. He's doing a little promo. He's doing some fucking mic work. I will be there because you will be there. They could work on their marketing slogans a little more. Work on their marketing. That's well, I guess everyone's very excited. We got a lot of people that put a lot of credence there in the Pope, right? Yeah. And when he comes to the U.S., we all get holy, and we all get ooh. I guess drone-free zone around the Pope. Don't try to fly your drone around the Pope. I don't know what they do about it. Probably arrest you. But they're a little worried about that, which I think, they should be. I'm just waiting for one of these terrorist organizations to realize, like, hey, I could buy this thing for like $1,500, and I could pretty much fly it into anything. All right. No drone zone for the papal visit. Drones are unwelcome. See this? Not welcome. Visits his flock this month in New York, Philly, and D.C. The Federal Aviation Administration designated all three areas no drone zones to prohibit remote-controlled flights from September 22nd through the 27th. The prohibition is part of a broader restrictions to limit unscheduled flights around the Pope's, and why scroll? Various events as a security precaution. If you planned on attending any of the Pope's visits, please leave your drone at home. Leave the drone at home. Anyone flying a drone within the designated restricted area may be subject to civil and criminal charges. The drones are typically prohibited at large gatherings such as sporting events, and flight restrictions already blanket the capital for national security reasons. But the D.C. no-fly zone has been expanded to aircraft at small airports in Maryland, Potomac, the Pope schedule. Okay. Well, I don't even know anymore where I can fly that fucking thing. I know around my house. I fly it around my neighborhood all the time just to piss the old neighbors off. It's a lot of fun. They don't know what's happening, and I just fly it around. And then there's a trick to bringing it back to the house. What you do is you fly it past your house and around. Then you cut back and then land it real quick. So they go, where's it going? It's all the way over there. Oh, it must be somebody that lives over there. And you lower it, you sweep around, and then you land in your yard. You don't want people knowing it's you harassing them, invading their privacy. Hey, I want my privacy considered when I'm invading other people's. I don't need those shenanigans. Yeah, but as far as like the city, I would love to bring the drone in, maybe go down to Central Park and pop that thing up and take a few laps around. But I don't even know if that's legal. I have no idea if that's legal to fly a drone around Central Park. I'm sure there's safety concerns. They're like, well, if it falls out of the sky, yeah, there's a helicopter. If that falls out of the sky too, what do you want from me? What do you want from me? It just seems very, very restrictive. And they can just like, without any laws or anything, just say, yeah, we're doing that now. We're just going to do that. So you can't do what you want to do. Seems a little odd. Yeah, I don't know. Another thing that took place, let's see, the drone episode. De Blasio's New York. Mayhem in 3 boroughs. 7 killed, 4 wounded from gunshots, of course. Gun violence. I hear one guy got shot and stabbed. That's a real go-getter. Hey, let me... Gun not quite personal enough. I really want to personalize this with a few stab wounds. Yes, 7 killed. This on the heels of the report that New York has never had a safer summer than this past summer. They were really crowing about that one. Well, that guy doesn't look like he had a safe summer. Although summer technically over what? Wednesday? He almost made it. He almost made it through the safest summer ever. Right there. Again, you're hearing the gun violence thing come up a lot. People saying that it's gun violence. I was roped into another discussion about pit bulls recently. And I said that pit bulls are the spawn of Satan dogs. They really are just mean dogs. I have not heard of a dog attack in over 20 years that was not a pit bull. It's just every dog attack over the past 20 years, it's always a pit bull. So people get mad at me and they say, well, you know what? It has nothing to do with the dog. They're a very loving breed. But some of these thugs get hold of them and they train them poorly. They treat them poorly and turn them into these killing machines. And it's not the dog's fault. I'm like, man, I would love to see that same logic applied to guns. Wouldn't that be amazing? It's like, no, it's not the gun. It's gun violence, they say. It's like the guns are evil. Guns have to be. It's like, no, the person using it, much like the person that trains the dog, is being irresponsible and unleashing death upon people with that instrument, the fuzzy one or the one that fires bullets. So, yeah, I never hear about that. It's always the gun's fault, and then it's never the dog's fault. It's the trainer's fault, the person doing the business. But I don't know. I've seen plenty of pit bulls that just seem very nice, but I don't know. They seem to have that little snap in their head where it's like, yeah, that's good. The kennel ration ain't cutting it these days. I really could go for some baby throat. That delicious, tender spot right there is just yummy. So, I don't know. I wouldn't own one. I'm a cat guy anyway. Make of that what you will, people. I've been called worse. I do see somebody that resembles the great Brian Regan outside. I hope it is. Brian, this Saturday, Radio City Music Hall, 8 p.m. It's the first live stand-up special in Comedy Central's history. And they go with Regan. They are smart people. That is a smart group of people over there at Comedy Central. Huh? Tracy Morgan's back. Why not put him out there on stage live? No? Is he out there?
He took the gripe dick to go to the bathroom.
The gripe dick. Everybody, all the guests that come here are quite frankly horrified when they have to use the restroom because, as you know, the key fob, the key chain for our bathroom key is a giant brown dick. It's a big rubbery dildo-y dick. And it really, it keeps things like, yeah, I'm not going to go to the bathroom unless I really got to go. You know, you're like, You
And
think
it's flaccid too. It's not hard.
No, it's very, very rubbery and flaccid. Much worse than the gas station that puts the toilet bowl seat as their keychain. But I did see him. He's back in the room. What is that, our security camera? Look at how we are looking at our hidden camera right now. I'm gonna tell Keith. Keith has an earphone in. Keith, smack Brian in the face now for $10. For $10, we're gonna start assaulting our people that were our guests of the show. Watch as I press this button and release toxic nerve gas into the room. It's gonna be a hoot. There it is. Brian Regan. Oh yeah. Well, no, Brian. I expect you to die. It's little James Bondy. Come on in here, Brian Regan. Take a seat. All right, there he is. Pull up a comfy seat. Yeah, say hello to everybody. There they are. Mr. Brian Regan, take a seat over here. Good to see you,
Good to see
sir.
you too.
It's been a while.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, there he
Right.
is. The great Brian Regan. Man, very proud of you, Brian. Radio City Music Hall. And this is the first live comedy broadcast that Comedy Central's ever doing.
That is all correct.
That's nuts. How long has Comedy Central been around? I remember the boop, 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 the old planet
Right.
logo. And you think from all that time, all those comics that have come through, they didn't trust one of them to do a live broadcast?
I'm a little surprised myself, but
Yeah.
it was something that I pitched to them, and they were receptive, and so it's all cool.
That is very cool.
Yeah.
You've never played Radio City? Or have you? You seem like a guy that would have been in there.
No, I've never been there.
No? You ever go for the Christmas show?
I've never been in there.
The Rockettes?
I've never seen,
Never. Are you an American? Let me see your birth certificate.
I've never. I lived in New York City, and I've never been in Radio City to see a show
To
or
see-
anything.
or even be in there.
Yeah, they're gonna let me go in tomorrow just to do like a run through kind of.
Just to get up on the stage.
I know which way to face.
Find out where you don't want to
Way to
face the
look.
curtain
No,
behind
yeah,
you.
it looks silly.
You gotta warm up. That is pretty cool though. That's got to be one of those benchmark moments in your career.
Yeah.
That is pretty goddamn
You know
cool.
what's weird though? It's I don't know how many it seats, but we've sold only 300 tickets.
3. That's it.
So everyone's gonna get to spread out and kind of sit wherever they want. No,
Somehow
it's actually,
I don't believe that one, Brian Regan.
I was fibbing.
I know
I was
you were.
telling a fib.
Of course you were. Brian Regan always does very well, especially in New York City.
I don't know. Am I supposed to do something with this? I don't know what this is.
You know what? It's if we take phone calls or something. I don't know, but there's a monitor over there. You could probably hear it anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about. Don't let that upset you. It's actually a clock that a young Muslim boy made, and I'm gonna have him on the show. And
Oh,
it's
he's following me. The
Yes, yes,
young
he-
Muslim boy, and you preset his prop.
right. Yes.
All right, I didn't realize
preset his prop. Brian, you are so good at steering clear of controversy. Based on, and this wasn't a calculated thing, I'm sure, with you. This is just based on your act, what you find funny, what your talent is on stage. You're hilarious. But you rarely touch on controversy. And there's no real controversy that's followed you during your career. Are you pleased about that right now in the air of 2015, where everyone seems to be getting in trouble?
I like the fact that people get in trouble.
You like people in trouble.
I don't want to. I don't want to be the one getting in trouble, but I like seeing that people get in trouble.
Why has that always been appealing?
It's fun.
Ever since you were a kid, like your brother or sister, I took so much joy in watching my brother get in trouble. You'd peek around the corner and laugh at him.
You know, it's funny. I grew up in a family of 8 kids, and one time we were supposed to be asleep at night, and my dad overheard laughing and giggling and came in and said, "Who's talking?" and one of us told on the other one, said it was him.
Rat.
And my dad slapped the rat.
The rat. That'll teach
the
him.
rat and said, "Don't you ever tell on your brother," and walked out.
What a great life lesson.
It's like, wow.
That is perfect. Wow.
Yeah.
That was, did you,
That's pretty cool, huh?
you have an appreciation of your dad and how you were raised and all that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just little things like that.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Was it a pretty traditional American upbringing? Did you have both the parents in the,
Yeah, Mom.
Yeah?
They're both still alive.
That's crazy.
They're about to turn 89 each. My mom's birthday, well, my dad's birthday is 11/11. My mom's birthday is 12/12. Always easy to remember when their birthdays are.
Nuts.
And they are both turning 89, so right around the corner. Yeah, but good parents. You know, like I said, raising 8 kids, hard to do.
Yeah.
And they did a great job.
That must have been hard to kind of make yourself known, stand out in a family of so many kids.
Well, you know, what I always think is weird is, like, I have 2 kids, and but when you're a kid, you don't realize how hard it is, you know, to raise that many. Like my mom, like I realize now, she had way too much on her plate, you know.
Yeah, that is a lot, man.
Like, she never understood that we wanted smooth peanut butter, you know. we thought we were making it clear to her, and she would come home and she would be like all up. Kids, you are not going to believe what I found. Your favorite crunchy peanut butter. And you're like, oh, well, we don't like crunchy peanut butter. We like smooth, and smooth is what we want. Kids, you are not going to believe what I finally found. Your favorite crunchy peanut butter.
Every time.
We don't like crunchy peanut butter, and we never ever did, and we never ever will, and we always only want smooth only. Kids, you are not going to believe what I finally found. I had to look behind all the smooths, but I found your favorite crunchy peanut butter. What do you do?
They really don't get it a lot. And like you said, a lot on her plate.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
to
you look
remember
back,
that you guys didn't like
she's getting us peanut butter.
The crunchy.
Learn to like the crunchy.
Yeah, there were instances I'd be over relatives' house during holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas and whatnot, and my mother would tell the rest of the family what I liked and didn't like, and completely get it wrong. It's like, oh, you want my aunt to be like, Anthony, you want some pumpkin pie? I'm like, oh yeah. He goes, oh, he doesn't like pumpkin pie. Like, no, I like it. I mean, no, you never liked it. And then there's this argument over what I liked and didn't like. It's just
well, you know, it's they, you know, with 8, they provided everything we needed. But there was also, like, you got to kind of fend for yourself.
Sure.
And I remember being at a neighbor's house down the road, and he was an only child, and we were swimming in his pool in the back, and his mom said, all right, Timmy, get out. And he got out, and she put like a robe on him and sat him down and put a tuna fish sandwich in front of him and cut it in half. And I'm in the pool just like waiting, you know, swimming in myself while he's eating a sandwich that his mom prepared. And I was like, wow, that's unusual. And then I went home, you know, and I said, hey, Mom, I sure could go for a tuna fish sandwich. And she goes, you know where the bread is? You know where the tuna fish is? Get yourself a tuna fish sandwich. So, you know, but I got myself a tuna fish sandwich, and I
figured out how to do it yourself.
That's right. Made my own way in this world.
Was he an only child? The kid with the robe?
Yes,
Yeah. That those are always a little off. Those kids, little off. I don't know what it is, but there's something to be said about having a sibling. Whether it's I had one brother, one sister, still do, and it's just the camaraderie, the arguing. It just, I think it sets you up for dealing with the outside world a little better.
Sure.
You know, nobody is going to be there at the office putting a little robe on you and giving you your tuna fish sandwich in your cubicle.
That's right.
Just ain't gonna happen. Brian, you're all over the place. Look at this. Upcoming events. You're in Charlottesville, Virginia, Durham, North Carolina, Atlantic City, the Borgata. I love that place. Do you you gamble at all?
A little bit, not much. You know?
I hear from a lot of the entertainers that play at the casinos, there's two types. Do not go down there at all. Do not even know a casino exists in the building. And the ones that literally have to have a friend call them and drive them home because they spent every dime that the casino gave them and gave it right back to...
I was in before I live in Las Vegas now, but before I lived there, I was gambling. I'm not a big gambler, but I lost a few $100s, and I said, I'm going to call it a night. I go up to my room, right? I put my own robe on, unlike
unlike
I get
yourself a tuna fish sandwich.
I get in bed, and I have the remote in my hand, and I click the on button. I figure, all right, I'm done with gambling. I'm just going to watch some TV, and a screen pops up. Need cash? It's available. We can make it available right down in the cashiers, right downstairs. Like they make it so easy.
So easy with your TV
with your
remote.
TV remote, they're just begging you to come back down. And it's like, how do I watch television? I want to watch TV. I don't want to go back down there.
You obviously people love you. They love your act. It's very funny and considered clean. Have you even in this day and age, have you bumped into any trouble as far as what you said on stage? Has anyone ever said I was offended by something that Brian Regan said on stage?
Yeah. I mean, because clean means different things to different people.
Yeah.
I allow myself some hells and some dams.
Damn. That's
and yeah.
Allow yourself.
Not a lot. I count them. I've got a clicker.
Yeah.
I palm a clicker while I'm on stage.
Stay within those boundaries.
Yeah, and I'll allow myself 5 per hour. No, I mean, I got to throw it in every now and then. And I had a guy come up to me after a show one time and say, I got to tell you, I'm disappointed in your show.
Oh.
I heard you say hell. And then he just kind of turned around and walked away. And I was like, wow. I said, heck with you.
Ah. Then he said, all right.
Heck with you, buddy.
I'm back.
And then he turned right around. And
all
right.
right.
I'll buy another ticket. I'm giving you another chance.
I changed him. You do colleges still?
Not as many as I used to do a lot more, years ago. Now, I have jokes about high cholesterol and how my hip hurts. And there's not a lot of sophomores in college that are going, do more about your hurting hip. Do that thing about signing mortgage documents. They're not really relating necessarily.
Kind of falls into a whole nother new category of material.
Yeah, they want cartoon voices.
Right. You're a guy that does write new material, and that kind of sounds funny to say it that way, but I've seen some comics who have rested on their laurels, as they say, for the 30 some odd years. What do you find funny these days?
I don't know. I mean, it's like things pop into my head and I try them on stage.
Just try them out on stage. Right. Whether I can't imagine anything you say bombing though. Very innovative, very funny with the observational humor. Is that what they call it?
Well, yeah, it's like a silly word because isn't everything somewhat of an observation?
Seems to be observational.
You know what I mean? It's like, hey, where did you get those jokes? Did you observe them?
I saw him observing those
outside. Wait a second. You're not an observational humorist. Yeah, I mean, just from whatever, everyday things.
And like having kids, that must have changed.
I don't go too far in that direction.
You don't?
No, I've got 2 kids. I love being a daddy, and I don't want them feeling like I'm following them around with a notebook saying, do something funny. Do something funny, kids, so daddy can get a new 5 minutes.
Oh, man.
I want them to feel like our time is our time. And, I refer to having kids on stage, but I don't like to.
Just for the applause break.
Just for the applause
break. I got 2 kids.
Yeah.
Woo!
And then as soon as that dies down, I say, I lost 20 pounds. And then the applause comes back.
Up again.
Yeah.
And I'm sober 10 years.
10 years.
Today.
And God bless the United States of America.
I have seen that many times.
Yeah.
The forced applause. Don't really like it.
Wow.
Don't really like it. That's pretty interesting though, because some comics really do kind of right on their kids. That's like the whole thing after they have kids.
I worked with a guy one time. He had this routine about changing his kids' diapers, and it's just a 5-minute thing. It was very funny. And so after the show, I said, "Wow, it's a good bit, you know." And I said, "How long you been doing that bit?" And he said, 19 years. And I went, 19 years? I said, "How old are your kids?" He goes, "Well, they're 20 and 21. And I went, "But you're talking about changing their diapers." He goes, "Yeah, but it gets a good laugh, so I can't drop it." And like, damn.
That's a long time to be doing a diaper changing, especially now the kid's like, "Oh, he's just still doing the change my diaper joke."
Yeah, you don't want to be the kid in the audience bringing your date to the show, and that's my dad talking about changing my diapers.
Yeah. Were you a little sad to see Letterman retire? I know that was like one of your stopovers.
I mean, I was happy for him. You know, he was doing it a long time, and I was always honored to do the show.
Yeah.
And you know, I hope he has a good, fun, long retirement. So
You were always great on
thank you.
Letterman. Good rapport between.
What a blast to do the show. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you know, you go out there, you do the stand-up. You always get a little nervous. You know what I mean?
You
And,
do, huh? Even
Of course. And there's me.
there you are. Look
There's
at that.
me being a little nervous.
That's you being nervous.
I think that was my last.
Let's
one.
just
I'm
we
not
could
sure.
just imagine what he's saying. Let's just imagine. Put your own words in there.
Yeah.
Hey, cup of dirt.
What's with these kids and their moms making them a tuna fish sandwich?
So I got 2 kids, and I'm going to do 10 minutes on it. It's like Brian was just lying to us. He's lying about that whole kid thing. He does a whole segment
The whole thing. About,
on his kids. So you're in Vegas still.
Mhm.
Now, last we talked, which was a while ago, not that long, couldn't have been that long ago. You were going through a little personal life turmoil.
Divorced? Is that
Yeah,
what you're getting at?
the marriage thing.
Yeah.
I get that. I've been there.
Been
I'm not
there,
just
done
I'm not
that.
just throwing it out without any knowledge of how terrible that is.
No, it's all good.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
I mean, you know, you have to have a relationship with
Yes.
the kid's mommy. She
Oh, the
does a
kids
great
again.
job, and everything is a-okay with
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good that you were able to do that. Not being married, like I just fall into that breakup thing with girlfriends, and it doesn't have to be that nice. There are no kids involved. We don't need any
Oh,
further
you don't have to be. Oh, well, that's-
relationship. It doesn't have to be pleasantries, and there rarely are.
you know, I mean, that's just the nature of the beast. You have to be on your best behavior.
Yeah. Do you are you in the dating world, or are you?
Yeah, you know, I'm dating 3 women right now,
Oh,
and I don't want them to know about each other.
That's
you know?
hard.
It's really hard, especially their names are Andrea, Andrea, and Andrea.
that could be difficult.
That's a lot of concentrating.
That is quite the
Yeah,
conundrum.
you got to pause right before you say their name every time.
Do you ever make that mistake? The wrong name? Oh,
Well, you know, you were talking about the dating thing or the breakup thing. You know what led to it? A lot of people ask if it was a big thing, and it depends on how you look at it. We couldn't agree on the definition of this exit and next exit. I was driving.
yes.
So she said, "Okay, get off at the next exit." So I pulled off. She said, "What did you get off here for?" "I told you to get off at the next exit." And I'm like, "I thought we could get off here and buy a dictionary, look through it, look at words and definitions and such." So I dropped her off at the next exit.
the next exit.
Oh.
Oh my God! Yeah, that's tough. This one, and if you can't agree on that,
That's
my
it.
God,
In every other way, we were perfectly compatible.
there
So
every other way, but that
we just couldn't agree on the terminology.
every time you're driving, that would come up
Yeah.
though. So you really
Words,
gotta.
words. I love words. Only two things come in sprees: shopping and killing. If somebody tells you they're going out on a spree, you might want to ask them some questions. Honey, I'm going out on a little spree. I'll be back. What kind of spree? Well, you said we needed sandwich meat and cookies and milk. Yeah, I'm going to go kill all the neighbors and take their stuff.
I would never even have noticed that there's
Yeah.
only two
There's only two.
places to use spree.
You know, I do crossword puzzles.
Mm-hmm.
You have a podium, right? What would be
Sure.
more than one of them?
Podium.
Podiums. Well, according to this crossword puzzle I was doing, podia is also an acceptable plural. That's true. And I was trying to envision the scenario where somebody threw that version around. Charlie, what'd you do with all the podia? I put them in a podia storage closet. You put the podia in the podia storage closet when all the guys who are going to be doing their speeches are coming. Get the podia out and set up all the podia. That's what I learned from crossword puzzles.
Podium. Podia.
Podia.
There it is. Noun plural. Podium.
Does
podia.
it say it? There you go.
A
Podia.
small platform for the Kentucky Orchestra public speaker. Well, how
I don't
about
think anyone
that?
has ever used that version.
Podia.
Except me in a gag.
Yes, you in one of your gags.
Me in a
that I was trying to think of why you would need more than one. Usually it's the one speaker, but then I was thinking of the
Right.
debates and
That's
stuff.
right.
There's
They had
so much
a number
podium
of them.
out there. Are you very political? Do you have a political?
I don't get why anyone would want to do that job.
Yeah.
I would not want to be the president of the United States in a million years. Can you imagine being awakened every morning like this? Problems. All kinds of problems. Why the hell are people? But people are forming presidential exploratory committees.
Yes.
I don't even know what that means. There'll be some guy standing, I'm forming a presidential exploratory committee. What is that? Is that committee going to come back with information that guy wasn't aware of? Okay, here's what we found out. It's a 4-year job. 4 years? Yeah. And you got to be in charge of everything. Well, I don't want to do that. It's a good thing you sent us out first. We met Lewis and Clark while we were out there.
Exploring. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, it's
coffee's like I'm getting steam on my glasses. Have you seen
it's
that?
steaming up your glasses when you. Oh, look at that! It really is. My goodness, it steams them right up.
Hmm.
There should be an invention for that.
Yeah, an anti-steam coffee
that
machine
from
device.
Steaming up on you.
I'm glad to see you're doing well, Anthony. I miss you.
I miss you. I know you were on Bennington
Yes.
today. I love Ronnie, and
Yep.
he's a great guy. And then I guess you Opie and Jimmy.
Did that
They're
earlier today.
doing the show, and then you make some time to come over here.
I made sure that we did this.
I know, and I
So,
thank you very much. Yes, this is the new digs here in the
Yeah,
city.
very nice.
It's nice, right? It's right by the train.
That view is beautiful.
The view, always a pleasant day. It's always a beautiful day.
It's beautiful out
Just
there.
scattered clouds,
Yeah,
blue
I know.
skies,
Uh-huh.
wonderful day out. Every day here on this program.
Very nice out there.
Yeah, it's. You're almost obligated to put New York City behind you when you're in New York City. I literally could have done this at my house and just put the background up and been in the city, but
Can that be like changed easily? Could that just be corn?
it could be corn.
And this could be like the Iowa Farm Report.
Oh, I thought you meant the band.
Either one would be great. Put Corn the band out in a field
In
of corn.
a field of corn, and we'll do the farm report. But yeah, it's.
I love watching those RFD. Yeah, I don't know if they still call it that. RFD, the Rural Free
Yeah, it's like
Delivery Television. You guys know what I'm talking? Oh, I got the corn.
You're in a cornfield,
All
Brian.
right, man.
Now we're just talking in
Yeah,
a
we're
cornfield.
So, aren't you going to ask me some questions about my yield?
Now, Brian, the problem with the government subsidies.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started. It's very hard to grow this without the government subsidies.
Apparently, I'm still in New York. And we're talking corn here with Brian Regan, who is oh my God, he's in Iowa.
I'm doing a call-in to talk about my farm thing.
Brian, is it as high as an elephant's eye?
Hey, did you know that there are some farmers who are paid to not grow corn?
Yes, I heard. Not this farmer.
No, but I'm thinking.
Farm behind you is lush with corn.
I'm thinking, where's my check?
I'm not,
You know, I don't grow corn.
You're not growing corn.
That must be a great job. You just wake up around the crack of noon, walk outside, make sure there's no corn growing. See that silo? Bone dry.
Nothing
I
there.
did that. Used to not grow tomatoes, but there's more money in not growing corn.
I never understood that. Yeah, they like give farmers these subsidies to not grow on their land.
Yeah.
I guess it's supposed to regulate. You know, if everyone decided, hey, I'm going to grow corn, I guess the corn market would be flooded. And then the money for corn would go down so low it wouldn't pay for. I don't know. I'm speculating.
If I do that joke on stage, don't come on right afterwards and then just suck
And
the humor out of it.
Explain it. I shouldn't. I was
Brian,
thinking
maybe
I was
you don't
gonna,
understand why they're doing this.
I was thinking of heckling
It's
at
actually-
Radio City Music Hall right after that with a good.
That would be the smartest heckle ever, where you're actually talking about the reason for government subsidies.
Brian, if I may, I'd like to continue this discussion on government subsidies.
Can we go back to your previous joke? I understand it was an attempt at humor, but I do need to explain the government side.
And by the way, the sun, in fact, is not yellow. It is big, but it is not yellow, and it is not the only one.
And big is a relative term.
Yes, especially in space, Mr. Regan. How do you answer that? You don't get many. The only hecklers I've ever seen have been the old Opie and Anthony audience yelling out things they want to hear with you. You're pretty heckle-free.
When you had the show with the rats, people eating rats.
Eating the rats,
That
yes.
was like a big thing.
Yeah.
And this was one of my first times on with you guys when you were in New York.
Yes, I recall.
And, you know, you have the rat eaters in the morning, and then I go to do my show that night out in, it was New Jersey somewhere, and 3 or 4 people holding up placards saying, rat eaters. And I'm like, damn, this is a powerful radio
they were
show,
the
man.
yeah.
It was
Just
my favorite heckle ever. I was on stage and I was doing a show, and I had a joke about
Oh my God! Wow! Look at he pulls that up. That was one of the rats, and that's Frenchie right there in the red shirt. Who that guy was a little crazy. Frenchie was the guy that cooked the rat. He made rat au poivre, and people asked for seconds. And then the other guy grilled it up, and it was terrible.
That's right. They had the chef. Wow. The chef's making the.
Oh my dear
Lord!
Lord!
There's me.
Look how young. Look how alive. My God! There you were.
So, like, no matter what I say, you guys have pictures.
Apparently, there's been pictures taken over the years.
Hey, what's the deal with the polar ice cap on Mars?
It's crazy, right?
There it is.
You know, it's nuts. It's swirling and frozen and polar. It's on Mars.
I like the way you didn't know if there was a joke, what direction to go. So it's crazy, right?
It's crazy.
That way I can go in any direction.
It's just nuts. Oh my God! How about that Taylor Swift, though?
Oh my God!
She's
Don't get me started.
Quite the pretty young artist. Thanks.
Oh,
real fast. Yep.
There we go.
Oh, okay. There she is. Oh, I just use that as an excuse to look at a cute girl.
Attractive.
Oh, look at that. She's like an angel.
Mm-hmm.
Just like an angel. Oh, my goodness. Now I completely lost track of where I was. Oh, my God. Brian, you are a joy.
Well, thank
I
you.
must say.
I very much appreciate you having me in here, et cetera, et cetera.
It's been a while. That is kind of funny that we do go way back, like with those
Back to,
NEW days.
I don't know if I was on with you guys in Boston.
Wow, at the
Maybe-
pre-NEW.
That I don't remember if I was on with you guys one time
AAF.
before, but anyway.
Might have been WAAF in Boston. We got thrown out of there too.
Well,
How does? Oh, you're going to be in Providence, Rhode Island. I
Yeah.
see that one.
Uh-huh.
No Boston. What's the matter? No love for Boston?
I love Boston.
I
I
know
play
you
in Boston quite a bit.
Quite often,
Yeah,
as
yeah.
they say. Great, man. I love you, Brian. You're like I said, a joy
Thank you,
and
Anthony.
treat to have on the program. Brian Regan comic. That's at Brian Regan comic. I don't see many tweets from you.
Nah, that's not my.
It's not your bag.
Not my thing. You know, if I think of something every once in a while, I'll tweet it, but not my world.
If I'll give you some advice. If you want to get in trouble, Twitter is a perfect avenue.
Have you ever tweeted?
I've tweeted a couple of times. I try to
What
stay
kind
off
of
of
what
it.
kind of stuff do you tweet?
I tweet just funny things.
Like if you see something or you're involved in something.
See something, say something.
Yeah,
they say
there you
it all
go.
the time out
Okay.
there. If you see something, say something, and that's what I do.
Well, I appreciate the tip. I'm going to go out and get started on it.
Just get started. You got a camera? Get down there in Times Square and start snapping. This Saturday, Radio City Music Hall, 8 p.m. Eastern.
It's 9 p.m.
Like I said, the first live stand-up special in Comedy Central's history. You a little nervous about that?
I actually
You've done live programming, haven't you?
every time I'm doing a show, it's live.
It's live right
you know
there.
what I mean? In front of that audience.
That's
so
true.
it's a little bit more not nerve-wracking, but it'll be a little bit. I'll be charged for it.
You know what it is? It's that no net thing. So there's a lot of assistants and people running around making sure everything's working. Aren't they kind of nerve-wracking that they're around? Those girls with the walkie-talkies on and the
Right.
headsets backstage. It's a lot of action going on. It's like, I just got to go out there and tell some jokes.
You know, I love that feeling of being backstage and like there's a curtain from my view, right? There's a curtain right here. Over here is the audience.
Yeah.
And then behind the curtain is like all the set stuff for the show that's going to happen like when the following night. You know, they have like
Right, yeah.
some King Lear play with all kinds of floats and thrones and all. And I look at my side of the curtain and it's a stool and a bottle of water. You know what I mean? And I'm like,
Yeah.
I gotta go, and it kind of makes you think, man. I gotta entertain him with just that, you know.
Yeah, that's it. The
But
stool and the water. What do? You juggle the water and put the stool on your nose.
And what I do
Oh,
is
that
I go out there, I do 2 jokes, and then I go open up this curtain.
It's like,
So they-
there's a throne back here.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Brian Regan, BrianRegan.com. I'm sure all the details of where you're going to be is on there. And upcoming events in October. You're everywhere. You're a very popular man. And thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you, Anthony.
Appreciate it. I haven't seen
Absolutely,
you in
man.
so long.
Appreciate it. Congratulations on your show here.
Yeah, I'm getting a new desk. Don't worry. I'm not happy with this desk, and we're getting a new one.
Good.
That's really,
I didn't want to
really
say anything,
good.
But,
yeah. Look at this.
No, it
It's
look-
like it's covering something here. Who does that? There's like a hole there that TV monitors went in, and
yeah, it's all good.
I hear you. It's my ghetto desk setup. I don't know what to do. Brian, thank you so much.
Thank you, and thanks to this great audience.
Yes,
there.
aren't
Hey.
they fantastic?
Wonderful.
They're great. Do I have a thing? I don't have a read.
You do?
There it is. That's what I'm waiting for.
1 second.
That's how these things are done. Yeah, sure. There it is. Oh, Junction.
No,
Where's
no,
the book so I
hold
can
on,
key
hold
out?
on. No, it's
like
not.
They
no.
didn't realize
Can you
like
not
the
hear me?
green
Hello?
on the book disappears.
No.
See, the city's behind it. It's a book about a building. It's crazy.
That's a pretty
book about
amazing
a bridge.
cover.
Nuts. Oh, it's not that one?
No.
All right, you put it up there, you bastards. First week of football season in the books. How'd your fantasy team do? Did you win money? No? Well, you can on FanDuel this weekend. Pretty impossible to miss the FanDuel ads during the games this week. And loads of people are signing up and walking away with cash right there in their pockets. Go to FanDuel. Do it now, damn you. and sign up with the code Anthony and get your share. FanDuel is the trusted leader in one-week fantasy football with more winners, more payouts than any other site. They're paying out over, get this, $75 million a week this football season. Where's all that money come from? It's amazing. Building a team is easy. You just pick your players, stay under that salary cap, sit back on Sunday, and watch your team win. Entry fees start at just $1, and anyone can play. Last week, Fred W., very anonymous of him. He's from Texas. He turned $5 into 20 grand, 20 large, 22 stacks of high society. I always get that wrong. Playing fantasy football on FanDuel. Join him and over 1 million other users who've already won money on FanDuel. Go to the FanDuel.com site, click the microphone. It's in the upper right-hand corner. Use the code Anthony and sign up right now. And for every $1 you deposit, FanDuel's going to match it with up to $200 that gets earned as you play. That's a bonus of up to $200. Don't forget, use that code Anthony. FanDuel.com, where every day is a new season. That's FanDuel.com. FanDuel.com. Sign up today, wouldn't you? Please. Thank you, FanDuel. Love our sponsors. Such nice people, aren't they?
I won $73 million on FanDuel.
$73 million. It's
I started Aaron
astounding.
Rodgers.
You did.
And he did really well, so I won $73 million.
$73 million. It's as easy as that, people. It's as easy as that. Brian, I guess you were supposed to get up during that read.
I don't know what.
Now it's just awkward.
Now it's awkward.
Now it's awkward.
How do I leave now?
I don't know what to do. We could just switch.
I gotta go collect my $73 million.
Do that.
Hey man, Anthony, thank you so much.
Thank you, Brian. I was just gonna switch to a blue screen instead of green, and then you'd disappear. Just your floating head. Thank you, Brian. There he goes. The very funny Brian Regan. I like Brian. Can I have my monitor back, Rat, anytime? Speaking of Rat, have you seen the video? It's making all the rounds. This is the latest New York video. I guess a rat, there he is. Look, this is in the New York subway. A rat wants some pizza. He loves it. Look at him. He dropped it, and then he comes peeking up going, hey, I want that. Look at this guy. That is a determined little rat. This is the new opening for Louis C.K.'s show, where he goes into the pizza place. And that New York pizza, even rats know it's the best pizza in the country. I think it's in the water or the rat shit. One or the other. Look, rats are nothing new, especially in New York City. They've been legendary over the years, but people want to blame it on de Blasio. They're like, hey, de Blasio, look at this. It's like, no, I don't think New York City rats can be blamed on anybody. It's just the way it is. But I have noticed that de Blasio's New York. I was staying in the city the other night and Thursday night, and I saw. I went down a street I haven't been down in a while, and there used to be a couple of homeless people laying down there. It was like one block to the other, just lined with homeless people now, and I got to assume it's because of this non-action that de Blasio's taking as far as the homeless go in the city. I don't know what he's supposed to do about it. Look, I didn't run for the fucking job. I didn't run for mayor. He did, and he won. And we're kind of seeing New York going down the shitter, as they say, down the shitter. Homeless people aren't just. It's not just homeless people. If your problem with homeless people is just walking around and walking past them, that wouldn't be that bad, would it? You just look at their dumb signs that are all lies. You sometimes catch a whiff, if you would. But they shit and piss everywhere. See, they have no homes. And in a home is a bathroom. So they tend to shit and piss everywhere. Much like Luis Gomez. Was it Luis? No, it was Ari Shafir. Ari Shafir was shitting and pissing everywhere. I saw Ari at the Stand last week, too. That place is a little weird, the Stand. There had to be 10 people in the audience. and that was including me.
It's awesome. I love it.
It's like there weren't many people there. It's seeing Ari was really cool.
I saw him the day he got back from Scotland, right after
Aye.
Shroom Fest.
From the Shroom Fest.
He had, I don't think he told one joke. He kind of like was just not used to being in America and everything. It was still kind
And
of funny,
still,
but
maybe still buzzing a little from
Yeah.
the fucking mushrooms. Something like that. I get you. Yeah, it was pretty cool, though. I mean, such a small, little intimate setting, as they say. This goddamn clock thing. The little Muslim kid with the clock, the president getting involved, the White House, all that. It just goes to show how eager the media can be to make someone a good guy if they are looked at as the downtrodden in this country, as somebody who's persecuted. What am I doing? And of course, you get a young Muslim kid who builds a clock, and then he's accused of maybe having something that looks like a bomb, and he's arrested. It makes a good story if you can elaborate on it as a news organization and not really tell the facts. It seems this kid's father is some kind of shenanigan puller back in his home country. He likes these weird publicity things. So that might be one of the motives here. Also, they're trying to make this kid sound like a genius. Like he's a genius. Oh, he built a clock. He built this clock, and he's so smart and industrious and wants to do things and science. There's a video of what it takes to do exactly what this kid did. Here it is. And there it is. That's what he did. He opened up a clock. That was 30 seconds. That was this genius kid's foray into science and constructing something. He took the guts out of a clock without altering them at all, laid it in the little case, and that was his clock. Now, if you are trying to tell me he wasn't purposefully trying to make that look like some type of infernal device, you're out your mind. And if anybody is criticized, it should be the kid, his dad, and not the people in charge that put up some kind of stink. You want to tell a teacher or a principal or have them tell them that the rules are fucked. How about the kid that bit his Pop-Tart into a pistol shape and then went bang, bang, bang? And he was thrown out of school, suspended, and because of their zero tolerance policy. No one said, well, a few people said that was ridiculous, namely me. But the president didn't get involved. He wasn't invited to the White House. This kid, with his little bomb model, is invited to the White House to talk because again, they're trying to make it seem like he's this genius kid who was just doing a science project, and then he was accused of building a bomb because of his religion. And that would never happen to a white kid. I heard that one. But meanwhile, white kids are constantly being suspended for making gun-looking things as children. And it's ridiculous. So this kid, let me see that video again, because this is all he did. He didn't even fasten the things in there. He laid it in the case. That was it. Check it out. There's the clock. A whole module piece just pops right out of the front of the clock. 2 screws. He put it in the case like that. And there. That's it. That's all that was done. They're making it sound like he's soldering and, putting together the components of the clock. No. But again, we're in we are in a wacky world where we're not allowed to offend anybody. And this story is just too fucking much. We've heard rumors about this thing for years, and I don't know why people don't want to acknowledge that a lot of these Arabs, Muslims, Middle Easterners in Afghanistan, we'll look at right now, are pedophiles. They're gay pedophiles. They sexually abuse boys on a regular basis. And it's not just a few perverted guys. It's a cultural thing. You don't shit on someone's culture, people. And this soldier, the late Lance Corporal Gregory Buckley Jr., told his father that it was troubling him. From his bunk in southern Afghanistan, he could hear Afghan police officers sexually abusing boys they had brought to the base. Sexually abusing. At night, we could hear the screaming, but we're not allowed to do anything about it, the Marine's father said. He told his son told him that before he was shot to death at the base in 2012. He urged his son to tell superiors. My son said that his officers told him to look the other way because it's their culture. Now, when our soldiers are in a faraway land defending people that are raping children, that's a tricky situation. An enemy of my enemy, a friend of my enemy is an enemy of something like that. But that goes a little far, doesn't it? When we need these people to fight the Taliban, but they're kid fuckers. I don't know. Maybe we should just pack our bags and get the fuck out of there too, and let them, we just carpet bomb every 6 months or so, just for safekeeping. And then let them do whatever the fuck they want to do with their horrific, ancient, barbaric culture. It turns out this soldier was murdered by a young man that was brought on the base by one of these Afghani commanders. So the Afghani guy comes into this Marine base, and he brings his little harem with him, with him to fuck. And one of the kids, 17 years old, grabs a gun and shoots a few of the Marines, killing this guy. So now the father is trying to kind of make the connection that perhaps this 17-year-old is being abused by the commander and sees that the Army isn't doing anything about it and maybe took some vengeance. I happen to believe he's just another one of these terrorist Muslims that hates Americans and our way of life and decided to kill him. But, it's not out of the question. This guy was physically abusing children. One militia commander raped a 14-year-old girl whom he had spotted working in the fields. Captain Quinn informed the provincial police chief, who soon levied punishment. He got 1 day in jail, and she was forced to marry him. That's their punishment over there. When he asked the superior officer what more he could do, he was told that he had done well to bring it up with local officials, but nothing else could be done. We're being praised for doing the right thing, and they just got away with a guy just got away with raping a 14-year-old girl. Village elders grew more upset at the predatory behavior of American-backed commanders after each case. They were getting pissed that Americans are complaining about this sex slave deal that's going on over there. All right. In an interview, he denied keeping boys as sex slaves or having any relationship with boys, the boys who killed the 3 Marines. No, it's all untrue, Mr. Jan said. But people who know him say he still suffers from a toothache problem, in quotes. A euphemism here for child sexual abuse. A toothache problem. What could that be? Garrett, got anything on that?
I mean, you ever have a really bad toothache?
Young and sweet? Maybe he likes them young and sweet, and it gives you a toothache.
You ever have a really bad toothache? You kind of go crazy. You can't think straight. But I like your answer better.
I don't know if I'm buying that one. You kind of go crazy with a toothache, and you go crazy with young kids.
Yeah,
I
your
don't know.
morals get mixed up with
Yeah?
the toothache.
Maybe you're drilling a cavity. You know, you have the young boy. Oh dear. Oh, young boys, I have a toothache, William. Whoa! Warning, warning. Young William, Dr. Smith has a toothache. Warning, warning. Hi, I'm Jared for Subway. Oh. Yeah, that is a weird little euphemism, a toothache. Got a toothache here. But this seems to be going on all over the Middle East. Like these guys, it's a status symbol to have a young, attractive young boy in your little group. And then at night, you have sex with them. And this is something that, you know, we're supposed to tolerate a culture that does this. I don't get it. Fred from Brooklyn, a good friend of mine, tweeted something earlier that was, again, entertaining, but contains a lot of thought-provoking things. If you could find that tweet, I retweeted it, and then it started a whole goddamn argument on Twitter, which you know I love. Oh, boy, do I love a good Twitter argument. It was a woman dressed in a burqa, and the man walking with her. And I assume, since it was from Fred from Brooklyn, perhaps it came from Brooklyn? I don't know. I know there's a lot of those people over there. There it is. And Fred puts, what a cute couple. I mean, look, this is a summer day. It's still warm out. It's zoom in on that if you could, on that little couple. There you go. I mean, the fact that it's black material, which just absorbs here. If you took science in first grade, you remember that black will absorb energy and light and heat. And, you know, there he is, and there she is, and that's all she's allowed to do. And I said that if you know, these phony feminists talking about there's a war on women out there, a war on women, the Republicans' war on women, or this group's war on women, and stuff. If you tolerate this, I don't want to hear anything, because this is Islam has to be one of the worst lifestyles for a woman to deal with. I mean, who the fuck wants to go out like that? It's a human being. You look and go like, well, you know, she knows what she's getting into. It's you're training your human to fucking walk around covered up in black, hot, sweltering sheet. There, look at this. Look at this poor lady. This poor young lady right here. Nices. Hey, whoa, get in the black clothes, you bitch. It doesn't make any sense. It's archaic, and it's a horrible way of life for people. I don't know who's liking this stuff. Let's use the telephone. I can do that. We'll talk to Tom. Let me turn this up. It was crackling before. How you doing, Tom?
Not too bad. Thanks for having me today. Well, I do want to talk about these Middle Eastern military molestations. But first, you're exactly right. In the fucking head garb, Anthony, do you ever see these women, and it's probably not the Middle Eastern ones, it's probably the black version of Muslims, driving with this head garb on? I can't think of anything more dangerous than driving with just your eye slits shut.
I got to agree with you. It really could cut down on the peripheral vision, cuts down on your ability to turn your head and look. I mean, yeah, it's definitely detrimental. But now I have no idea of statistics. How many women wearing burqas are involved in car accidents? How many are even driving? Is the percentage higher or the same for women in burqas?
Well, you know, there's got to be some, because there was a whole up in arms about whether you can wear it in the driver's license picture. So there at least has to be some small percentage. It's ridiculous, Anthony. And on to the molestation. That should be on the front page of every one of these failing newspapers
Right.
in the country, Anthony. How can the country continue to defend, oh, it's just a group of Muslims? They hate women and gays. I don't care as much about the gays, but they hate women. They have no respect for them. How can any one of our leaders try to defend this religion, if you want to call it that? It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't know how they don't put that on the cover of all the papers and just blow this out of the water, expose it for what it is. It's it's widespread in their culture to have young boys and girls as sex slaves, and this is okay. Why? Because it's not here. Because it's none of our business. It's a cultural thing. Well, we're over there because something apparently is our business. So we have military over there, and they're supposed to just turn a blind eye to abuses that would fucking spin heads over here. I don't get it, quite frankly. I don't know why we're over there defending those animals anyway.
I hate to keep focusing on the liberal left media, which apparently doesn't exist, but even that would sell papers, Anthony. It must just be their agenda to not to publicize it.
We are so afraid of offending Muslims in this country. It really is. The untouchables right now are African Americans, gays / trannies, and Muslims. You don't even fucking. I don't care how valid your argument is. I don't care if you back it up with facts and statistics. You cannot touch those three groups. Lest you be called horrible racist or homophobic or whatever it's supposed to be for Islam. I guess it's still racist, but it's not really.
To the 1950s, they would think this was bizarro world. They wouldn't believe that you can't report on it. They wouldn't believe that the general we defend these insane people to no end. Anthony, thank you for letting me say. It drives me crazy every time, man.
I hear you. No
problem.
Woman, thank you. Oh, you're looking forward to Tom. Tom.
Yes, sir.
You're looking forward to the Pope?
Anthony, I live right in the heat of it, and I couldn't be looking forward less to the Pope.
It's just going to be a fucking disaster as far as
Philly
the traffic
is so
goes.
second rate, too. You're in New York. I hate New York and D.C., but at least they know what they're doing. Philly is such a second rate,
Yeah, I can see that being quite a chore for the Philly police. NYPD's got fucking tens of thousands of police officers to try to keep things moving, but who knows? Who knows what they'll do in Philly.
All right. Well, thanks, Anthony. Thanks
Good
for
luck.
getting it on, man.
Take it easy, man. All right, here's Mr. Photographer himself, Fred from Brooklyn.
Yes, I thought she was going to come running at me and hit me, but it didn't.
Just keep snapping pictures and then tweet about it.
Yeah, I'd like to elaborate a little more.
Sure.
That stretch of Coney Island Avenue in Brooklyn, where that picture was taken, I'd say between Avenue H and Church Avenue, is obvious. It's clearly obvious.
I thought every avenue over there was Avenue N.
There is terrorist activity on that entire strip.
Yeah?
The way the mosques gather, the way the chanting goes on, and on 9/11, when I was driving back from Manhattan, I've never seen the mosques on Coney Island Avenue so full. They were pouring out the doors, double and triple parked down the entire avenue. Now, there's a Burger King that closed down not far from my house. They put red construction paper over the window shortly after the Burger King closed. Every week, I see carloads of only Muslim men, never women, loading into that parking lot. And they're in there for hours. I don't know what's going on in the fucking
What are they
Burger King.
doing in there?
I don't know.
Oh,
but
shit.
On 9/11, the cars were double parked down a road that never had any cars, and that Burger King was full to the rim. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Some kind of Burger King conspiracy thing going on in Brooklyn and with the Muslims. Crazy.
Any available gathering place. It's happening. I'm telling you, I see it every fucking day. I don't know what to do about it. I don't know what to say about it.
Well, you can see something, say something, but then you'll be called racist. See something, say something that isn't offensive. That's what they should say. Wow,
And
Fred.
they gather in it. Who do I say it to other than a picture and a tweet?
I don't know. McDonald's?
I'm voiceless. I'd love to take pictures riding down the avenue and have someplace to show it. It's obvious, it's in the open, and it's there.
Ah, well, maybe we'll hear something in the future about this and say, Fred, why didn't you do something?
What?
I don't know.
It's
You're a
Stone
chimney guy.
Cold
Drop
Brew.
something down there.
Yeah,
Get her,
well,
find a grenade.
Listen, I wish I could do something or say something, but it's obvious. If the news wanted to report on it, it's right there.
Yeah.
Every day.
It's interesting.
And this is the second 9/11 in a row.
Keep an eye on that. Keep us updated.
I'll call back next year.
All right, Fred. Take
All
it
right,
easy, man.
Bye.
It was nice to see Fred not win at poker the other day. That was good. Guy's been winning like a motherfucker. God damn it. Alex from Planet Houston. What's up?
Hey, how you doing, sir?
All right.
All right, yeah. Do you remember when the president of Iran went to a college in the United States and gave a speech, and then afterwards was interviewed by an American reporter? And then in that interview, he said that that homosexuality does not exist in the Muslim
Right,
world.
I do remember that. Ahmadinejad said that, right?
Yes, yes. And then that soldier's story came out, and that kind of proves that it does exist there.
Well, that was
So-
Afghanistan.
but it's kind of the same area, I guess. You know?
Well, I
yeah,
don't
so-
know. I don't know about Iran. I know that they're a bunch of scumbags and stuff, and but I do know Afghanistan and some of the other more filth-ridden countries over there. They do. That's part of their culture. Is
if they
the
all
rape
practice
of
the same
young
religion.
children.
You know, I mean, if they all practice the same religion and they try to cover up their own, gayness by saying that my
Gayness.
religion doesn't allow it,
Mhm.
do you know what I'm trying to say?
Well, yeah. Well, it's obvious that there are gay people in Muslim countries, and it's more the way they deal with them than anything. And that's we've seen them taken to the tops of buildings and hurled off the top, and then just in case they stone them once they hit the bottom, just in case they're still alive, and that's what they do. Yet they their culture enjoys having sex with younger boys. I don't know. It's a crazy place, isn't it? We shouldn't be there defending them anymore. I know we have some national security interests around the world, and I think Afghanistan is one of them. Of course, the Taliban was there, and I think it's time to just fucking leave that whole shithole alone. And then if anything does rear its ugly head, just immediate hardcore reciprocation, and then leave again. This protracted rule heavy warfare that we do is just nuts now. So yeah, leave. If you hear things, go over, eliminate the fucking problem immediately, very hard and heavy, and then leave again. I don't see a real long-term solution.
Well, I don't know either. Thank you, sir.
All right, Alex, young Alex. Hey. Something else, I guess. Speaking of homosexuals, I haven't seen this. I heard tell. I haven't seen it. Madonna, who is playing. Where is she? The Garden? Madison Square Garden. Madonna. I don't even know where it was.
Right.
But
Barclays.
Anderson Cooper, who you know from CNN. Anderson Cooper, gay. I guess Madonna spanks him on stage at one of her shows. Is that what I'm led to believe? Oh my God. He is just catapulting himself out of a closet now. Remember when he didn't care? Or he didn't talk about it?
Do gay guys like Madonna?
This just keeps going and going, doesn't it? Wow, what it...
I saw him 2 years ago at the Madonna concert when I was with a client there, and
he
was in the front row sandwiched between two hunky gay men.
Oh, what were you doing there, Keith?
I was with a client.
Oh, what? That sounds bad too, Keith. What, Craigslist? Holy shit. Does he just not care about wanting to appear as a journalist or anything? I guess he gave up on that whole being a news guy. Ladies and gentlemen, Walter Cronkite, I feigned giving a blowjob at the Rolling Stones concert last night. You just would never see a real live journalist doing that. I don't know. Man. I don't know if, I don't know. Do gay people need rights? Do they need rights anymore? They seem to have carte blanche to do anything. Like that guy's, he's out there. And no one can really say anything. Do you think CNN can be like, hey, Coop, come here. Yeah, we saw that clip of you. Was Madonna like feigning fucking you in the ass at one point? We saw that, right? So you're going to now go on our channel and deliver the news after the Madonna fucked you in the ass thing. It just doesn't seem like something that should be going on in that way. I don't know, though. Again, I'm lost in 2015. I keep tabs on a lot of things that go on, but I don't really understand a lot of it. And that's what, you know what? I'm fine with Anderson Cooper fucking. I could give a shit if Madonna put a strap on and literally fucked him in the ass on stage. I'd watch the whole thing. It would be a hoot. But there just seems to be a lot of hypocrisies going on. So people, they don't want to hurt feelings or offend people. So they accept a lot of things that normally they might say something about. Can people joke about that? Have people been joking about it? Are we going to see it on the late night talk shows? Are they going to play that clip and be like, hey, did you see Anderson Cooper getting fucked by Madonna? Or is that another thing you can't touch, like Obama jokes or anything like that? Watching the Emmys last night, I didn't hear one Hillary Clinton server joke. A lot of Republican candidate jokes, though. A lot of Trump jokes, things like that. But nothing about how the Democratic co-runner, whatever it is a lying, cheating cunt. None of that.
There was an ass-eating joke.
I did see the ass-eating joke.
It was,
yes.
Girls reference, I guess, and then he...
Yes. Who was that, Bill Hader?
I thought so, yeah.
He was up there with a giant Emmy statue, and he made a joke. There it is. An ass-eating joke. He's eating the ass right out of it. Look at him eat that ass, Kelvin. Yeah, that was the one part where I was like, oh, okay, an ass-eating joke on fucking network television. Pretty good.
And Ricky Gervais's fake winning the Emmy, where he had them bring out an Emmy so he could take a picture holding it up and saying, in a month, everyone will just think I won.
Right.
They'll see the picture of me.
Yeah, yeah.
And he fake cried and everything. It was pretty funny.
I saw that. That wasn't too shabby. The bits were really bad, the pre-recorded things. There he is. Look, it looks. Now that picture will be out and they'll be like, oh, I guess that's from when he won an Emmy. Yeah, that's pretty good. He loves animals. Boy, does he love animals, that Ricky Gervais. Makes him really attractive to ladies and whatnot when you really love animals like that. Oh, boy. I have a cat. Adorable. Love me. Love me, please. Yeah, I saw that one, that Jessica Simpson thing. I don't even think that's worth playing. That's pretty nothing. They said she was drunk, but it didn't seem like it. Oh, John Lennon, right. This is... here's... Do we have to dig up as a society, we now have to dig up video when there was barely video and crucify dead people for what they did based on today's new fucking amazing morality that we have. It seems John Lennon, you kids might remember him, the Beatles, the 4 lovable mop tops from Liverpool, anything? And he was on stage, and he's talking into the mic like he's retarded. Not handicapped, not mentally challenged. This was what we called retarded back in the day. And I guess he's catching some posthumous shit for it. Is that possible? We'd like to award this posthumous outrage to John Lennon. Let's take a look at this. The Daily Mirror, yeah.
It's that easy. All you got to do is sort of clap your hands. Clap your hands. Clap your hands. Oh. Yes. Yes, yes. Oh, if you don't want to clap your hands, sort of stamp your feet on the floor. Is sort of clap your hands.
See, look,
Clap your hands.
He does a good retard. What do you think? Think he does a good retard?
Oh, if you don't want to clap your hands, sort of stamp your feet on the floor.
Now, I mean, how many fucking years ago was that? That's like fucking, that wasn't black and white for artistic reasons. They couldn't even figure out how to send color. It was nuts back then. But was it offensive at the time? Hell no. Hell no. That was just what people did. No one was offended. And now it surfaces. I don't know how anybody couldn't even have seen that. Anybody who read a bit about the Beatles knows that Saint John Lennon was a cruel humor. Oh, had a cruel humor about disabled people. I don't even know. I know from that one thing maybe, but John Lennon's distasteful learning disability impression I saw on whatever tonight would have never been okay. No, it was back then. Stop trying to judge things from years ago on what all this PC bullshit is today. People did that. They made fun of things. And was it right? Was it wrong? I don't fucking know. I don't care. Was it funny? It was back then. You heard those girls screaming. They loved it. Wonder what Paul was doing. Paul was just making believe he was blind. Ringo was just being Ringo because he sucked anyway. That's kind of a weird thing. Like, do we really need to dredge up now stuff to try to paint people as being inappropriate and evil? And I don't know. It really is one of those things where we're really looking very hard now. We're searching out things that are offensive to us. If they happen, it's not enough. It's not enough to just have something happen and go, oh, it's terrible. Now it's like, let's find things. I really want to be offended. I wasn't offended all day, and I need something to yell about. So are people outraged? Let's see. The video caused social media outcry. His fans dubbing it as painful and shocking to watch. Disappointing, shameful behavior. One person said, well, I hope none of this is getting back to him. He's gone down in my estimation, especially if there were disabled people in that audience. Who could tell?
Yeah, but he was married to that fucking retard for how many years?
Right.
The way she sang and everything.
Exactly. That's great. Yeah, Yoko. You ever hear? She does her singing. Yeah. The retard that broke up the Beatles. Yoko Ono. God, that's something. Gavin McGinnis tonight. Not that that ties in with retards or anything. I love
He has
Gavin.
an Asian wife.
Does he? Yoko.
She's not Asian. She's Native American.
She's Indian.
Oh, she's something.
Can you say Indian for that, or you have to say Native American? I don't know. Gavin McInnes show, 9:30 tonight. And I guess, wow, Wednesday looks like a big day, huh? Steve Sharippa, as long as his back's okay. Tone, it was my back. I had to pick up Junior. He's going to be on. And, oh, my God, for the first time in many, many years, Paul Mercurio is going to be on. You might remember Paul Mercurio as the comic that was involved in the Sex for Sam debacle that got us fired from NEW. He's the one that brought the couple into St. Patrick's Cathedral. And, wow. Going to be talking about that, I'm sure. He was the one that confronted the police when they showed up and all that stuff. So we'll talk to Paul.
You want to do something with him and the Pope this week?
Why don't we go out to St. Pat's? We'll do a segment called Can You Shit in the Pope's Hat? That'll go over.
Well, we can't get fired.
Right. Can't get fired. Burn the building down. They could do that.
And tomorrow, Steve Grillo asked if he could stop by. So I
Oh,
said,
fuck
sure,
yeah.
come on
Steve
by.
Grillo, intern from the Howard Stern show.
Gorilla Boy.
Years ago. And wow. Yeah, he said he's got some pretty fun stories about that whole thing. What happened with, did Howie mention anything about Artie and John talking about how he's changed? I'm not sure. I thought I heard something like.
John was on his podcast again today, so I think they were addressing it.
Yeah, because Artie tweeted something like, I'm not going to bash Stern or anything. Howard Stern hurt by comments made by Artie Lang and stuttering John Melendez. Rages at comparison to Don Imus. Wow. Do we have audio of this? Love to. Monday, the king of all media said he was hurt by the podcast, acknowledging he read RadarOnline.com's report when a regular caller named Hansi, oh, that motherfucking cocksucker, brought it up. Oh, is this it? Let's listen in, shall we?
We did
9
it.
minutes.
That's what. The best part of that last AGT was a tribute to you. That was fantastic. I'm so glad they thought about doing that.
That was nice.
I loved it.
Yes, I talked about that earlier on.
I know you did. I've been holding on since 7:15. I wanted to tell you how, guess what? I lost my crown. I carried that big-ass crown around for
Thank
4
you.
years.
She wears a crown to America's Got
I
Talent.
wondered why she wasn't wearing the crown.
Yeah, I thought they would lock her up when she started wearing the crown. They didn't. I thought they were going to haul her off to, I don't know, to the
I
downtown
looked
police
around
station.
the audience the other night, and a
Right.
couple of other people were wearing
Get to
crowns.
the point.
And saying you passed on.
You know, like every time and like every time. Yo, did you read the Stuttering John and Artie shit?
Yeah, I did.
Are you gonna address it or no?
I'll address it if you want me to.
Yeah, go ahead.
Artie has a podcast in Stuttering John, and they were negative about me, and I can't say I was thrilled about it. I was hurt. But what am I going to do?
They didn't badmouth you.
Oh, they didn't? Okay, well, whatever.
Then he's happy.
All right. It didn't seem like a compliment, but okay, whatever.
Oh, Hansy didn't.
No, you said you guys went PC all the time.
I know, I hear that all the time, that I'm
Oh,
PC.
that's what they said?
Yeah, I'm politically correct. All right, so I'm politically correct. What can I tell you? Listen to the first hour of the show. Tell me how politically correct I was. But
Howard, you live long enough to become Don Imus now, you know?
all right.
Oh,
Hansy.
thank you, Hansy.
Fuck off. You're nothing. You're nobody. You're a loser.
No, I'm Hansy.
Yeah, I make a living. I don't live in my parents' basement, and no one wants to hear your bitter jealousy.
You make a living, so.
All right.
Well,
Go ahead, get it off your
thank
chest.
goodness yours is intact.
I've been hearing that. I've been hearing that every day of my life. People want me to be something that they. Why am I talking to this fucking asshole? You know what? I'm done with you, Lindsay. Fucking retard.
Now he is banned from the show.
Yeah, now he's banned from the show. Now go get an audience.
That's hilarious.
Go on the Yeasty Nut Show.
Somebody's rumoring about him.
I don't even know why I entertain him. People's perception of me is that I should do the same thing over and over and over again. I should never.
Or that you do it the way they would do it.
Yeah, then go
that
do
you're
it.
not a person with your own thoughts.
Yeah, I'm untalented. What can I do? I don't know how to make a living in radio. People have a perception of what I should be, and people love to comment on it. And you know what? I say good. Because if they didn't care, and if they didn't comment on me,
Right.
and what good would it be? I'd be nobody. I'd be obscure.
You'd be handsy.
Right. I'd be living in my parents' basement. And that's it. He lives with his dad and mom. I don't. I make a living.
I
make a living the way I know how to.
Well, the way you want to.
If people go nuts because I'm on America's Got Talent, and that's my sellout moment, or...
Well, right. There was something about you mainstreaming yourself. What are you doing?
If I have a reasonable conversation with a guest, I'm a sellout. Or if I don't do some bit I did 20 years ago, I'm a sellout. And I'm like, well, okay, so I'm a sellout. Why are you still listening?
But why would you be mainstreaming? That's what I wonder. Are you running for something?
Yeah, I'm running for... I have a master plan. I'm running for office.
All right, that's good.
I no longer...
Well, the truth of the matter is, I think what people see is, obviously you change and you grow over time. Even Brian Regan was talking about playing colleges years ago, and, they don't want to hear how your hip hurts now or cholesterol medicine bits in college. So you do grow. But the stark change to what he was and what he is now, it makes people wonder which one is the real Howard, or where the sincerity was when he used to badmouth celebrities and things like that. And it is mainstreaming. The guy always wanted to be mainstream. He achieved great things with the Howard Stern radio show and the movie and everything like that. And then he wanted to be accepted into America's living rooms, and America's Got Talent did that, and he had to. He had to back off from all that offensive shit because, these times dictate you be a nice motherfucker or they will throw you to the wolves. So, no more KKK guy and shitting on celebrities and heavy sexual material, things like that. That America's Got Talent audience, they're a bunch of rubes watching that show. They don't want some guy that's fucking talking about a woman getting a 9-inch dildo pounded in her by a machine in his studio. They don't want to fucking do that anymore. And the fact that he got Marcy Turk on board to be his kind of makeover specialist proves it right there. And I'm not even saying it's a bad thing. If that's what Howard wanted to achieve, more power to him. He did great. He actually did what he wanted to do. But don't try to say that he's, just growing and not purposefully trying to be more a mainstream television star. And I think that's what Artie and John were saying on Artie's podcast. But, I don't know. Whether he's Imus or not, I don't see that. I think Imus was pretty consistent through his career as to who he was. But, Howard wanted to change, and he did. And the guy's got billions of dollars, and he's fucking a huge star, and more power to him. He did great. Did great there, Howie. Mr. Howard Stern. Howard Stearns. People are saying that. Used to call him Howard Stearns. Let me tell you about Deep Discount, though, huh? I've been telling you all about deepdiscount.com, the site where you can find tons of cool stuff without spending a lot of money. What are you waiting for? These guys have been great to us. They sponsored the Columbo episode I did with Stuttering John, the Comic-Con event we did in Tampa, and a lot more. We love Deep Discount. And if you're interested in DVDs, Blu-rays, vinyl, video games, anything else like that, get your ass over to deepdiscount.com. You're going to find everything you're looking for right there at your fingy tips, complete with low, low prices. Deepdiscount.com. They're famous for that. You're going to find all sorts of obscure stuff over there, too. Great titles, things you probably even forgot about. All at deepdiscount.com. You're not just going to find oddities, though. New releases, catalog titles, including hard-to-find titles, titles not sold in stores, and the name says it all. Everything deeply discounted. With free shipping, all those orders over $25. No membership needed. And now, for the first time ever, complete Gumby Show. The Gumby Show has been remastered, available exclusively at Deep Discount. Gee, Gumby. Remember, he used to walk like this? He'd, have his leg would go out and he'd go, zzz, zzz, Gumby. Gumby and Pokey, those weird legendary clay characters, back. And if you were a fan back in the day, or maybe you have kids now and you want to take a peek at this whole Gumby phenomenon, then head over. There it is. Gumby and Pokey and the dinosaur thing and that chick. I don't know who she is. And the blockheads. Yeah, deep discount. Head over to deepdiscount.com. Pick up the set today. Or even grab the limited edition that contains an exclusive Gumby bendable toy. And as always, use code CUMIA, 10% off. Coupon code CUMIA before you buy. That's CUMIA for an additional 10% off. Deepdiscount.com. Use coupon code CUMIA for 10% off. Thank you, Deep Discount. Thank you, thank you. I really do need some makeup. Very red in the face today. I wonder what that's from. Remember I was scrubbing makeup off. Yeah. Get away. Get away. Stop it. Don't get too close. Teasing, of course. Of course I'm teasing. Everyone, like I said, Gavin McGinnis tonight, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Don't miss that. Wednesday, Steve Sharippa and Paul Mercurio. Tomorrow, Steve Grillo. And then Thursday, we got Mike Brown and Brandon Collins coming back on. Always have a good time with those guys. So tune in, won't you, please? And we will see you back here tomorrow. Thank you.